up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be revealing my new project car to you guys. Usually we show you guys installation videos on installing vinyl, window tint, clear bra, ceramic coating. However, I did recently purchase a new project car, so I'm going to be showing you guys that, showing you guys what it needs. The vehicle was in a little bit of an accident, so it does need some new parts as well as some paint, and then of course we're also going to be customizing it. We're probably going to vinyl wrap it, maybe get some new wheels and tires and a whole bunch of other things as well. But before we get into that, I'm going to show you guys and talk to you guys a little bit more about my GTR. My GTR was probably the first big boy purchase that I ever made. My first vehicle back when I was in high school was a 2001 Volkswagen Passat. I did purchase it from Huzaifa, which is one of my business partners. That vehicle was not the greatest in terms of reliability. Overall, it was super fun and I learned a lot of things about cars on that. However, it was just a nightmare. I spent more in repairs on that car than I did purchasing the vehicle. However, it was a 5-speed or 6-speed manual. I'm pretty sure it was a 5-speed 1.8 turbo. I did learn how to drive manual on that vehicle. Overall, it was definitely super fun, definitely a learning experience. I actually got into a car accident with that vehicle. I took apart the whole front end, replaced the front bumper, the radiator, some fans, and a whole bunch of other things. I replaced the CV axle on that vehicle all by myself. After that vehicle, I did purchase a G35. I did also purchase that from Huzaifa as well. The vehicle had a whole bunch of hail damage. Huzaifa actually blew the engine and he got it repaired. And then I got the vehicle. I drove it for maybe about a year and a half. And then while I was actually on my way to the shop, I was taking a left-hand turn into the shopping center and the car just completely shut off. I believe it was low on oil. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I do believe that I did burn the engine as well. But that vehicle was super fun. That was the first vehicle I ever vinyl wrapped. It was matte black at one point. And then of course I wrapped it gloss orange. I got some new headlights. That vehicle had a nice exhaust, some 20-inch wheels. It's super rough, super rugged, not comfortable at all, but I definitely had a blast in that vehicle. After that, I purchased a 2014 BMW 335. It was white with red interior, 6-speed manual, fully loaded. The owner before me actually had the vehicle lowered. It was already sitting on some black wheels, and I absolutely love that vehicle. I vinyl wrapped it. I got a whole bunch of carbon fiber pieces for it, exhaust, downpipes, intakes, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And then some lady actually crashed into me and completely totaled the car. After that, I was absolutely heartbroken. I went completely in a different direction from sports cars and sedans and coupes into a 4Runner. That was probably the smartest financial decision I ever made. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with 4Runners, but they hold their value really well. And at that time, the market absolutely caught on fire. I made a ton of money on that car. I lifted it. I put some new wheels and tires, took it off-roading a couple times, had a lot of fun with it. However, I definitely needed to get into something faster. And that was when I started looking for a new car. I test drove a Hellcat. I test drove a couple other vehicles. I really didn't like the Hellcat. It just felt too big and bulky. It didn't feel like it was stable on the ground. And that was actually when I purchased the GTR. The GTR was my dream car from when I was super young, from when they first came out. So when I got this, I was super stoked, super excited. It did need a little bit of things from the factory. This car is very quiet. So I actually did full bolt-ons, which consists of a full exhaust system, downpipes, intakes, upgraded injectors, E85, a tune, as well as a whole bunch of other engine modifications. It's pushing right under about 650 horsepower to the wheels. I did get the vehicle lowered. We got some Boston wheels wrapped up in a Toyo R888. Of course, I got the big wing and the two-tone vinyl wrap. So I'll pop open the hood, show you guys what we kind of got going on underneath, and then we'll get into the project car. So like I was saying earlier, I did do full bolt-ons. We have the biggest thing that you guys can probably notice in the engine bay is the titanium intakes. Those are our 3.5-inch intakes. We also got the blow-off valves as well as the upgraded upper intercooler. Some things that you can't see is the flex fuel lines right over there in the corner. We got the injectors. We got the Boost Logic full titanium valved exhaust along with the Quadzilla mid-pipe. We got the catless downpipes, and then it is tuned on EcuTech. So it's pushing right under about 650 wheel horsepower. Overall, it's a super fun car to drive. Definitely a lot more power than is needed on the streets. However, it's super fun to have that on demand whenever you need to either merge or get in front of somebody. So now to reveal the project car, which is actually sitting right next to the GTR. This is a 2016 Subaru STI. Like I said earlier, it does have a little bit of damage on the front end. It was in a little bit of an accident. I believe all I really need for this car is a new headlight, a new fender, and just to get the front bumper painted. That's all it really needs. It already runs and drives. There is a check engine light and a whole bunch of other lights on, a TPMS and a couple other things. But overall, I have some pretty big plans in mind. I am gonna upgrade the headlights, but we'll probably do full bolt-ons on this vehicle, some intakes, a blow-off valve, definitely needs an exhaust. Two things it really needs. It's been sitting for a very long time. As you guys can see, it's very dirty, both inside and out. So we're actually about to pull it around to the back. I'm gonna have my guys detail the exterior, and then later on today, we're gonna detail the interior, just so that way it's clean, kind of gives it that new car feeling, just so that way we're not riding around in something that's dirty. But overall, this probably is gonna sit on the back burner. It's not something that we're just gonna get done in the next few days. It'll definitely be a little bit of a process, just because obviously we have customer cars going on, which take priority first, and then our personal vehicles are gonna get worked on after hours or just whenever I have some free time.
All right guys, so this is the 2016 STI, and we just got done with the decontamination process, and what that entails is a full hand wash, and we do also clay the vehicle as well, just to make sure there's no embedded contaminants or anything like that. And just to make sure when the guys are vinyl wrapping or if I'm paint correcting that there's no interference with anything on the paint and nothing's going to show through our work. So as far as cleaning all the cracks and crevices, all we did was just have a spray bottle filled with all-purpose cleaner and a detail brush just to go around and clean all that junk out of there.
So we got the car all cleaned up. Now we have two other things we're gonna do. First is gonna be to clean the really dirty interior, and then of course we're gonna do a full remove and retint. The tint on it looks really light. It's probably about a 30% or so. Of course, you know, we like it dark here, so we're gonna be going 5% in our ceramic plus on all the sides in the back, and then we're gonna be actually doing 30% on the front windshield. Maybe smoke out something on the rear taillights. I don't know if I wanna do the whole entire taillight or maybe just the white section. We'll probably also debadge it. Keep on the STI just because it is an STI and it's not a WRX. We'll probably eventually wrap this vehicle once all the body work is taken care of and everything like that. The wrap will probably be one of the last things that we do. So the wheels are currently mismatched on it. The front driver one is a donut. The rear driver one is a totally different wheel than the passenger side. It looks like the passenger side does have some winter tires on there, so we'll probably get all those cleaned up, get the same wheels on all four, maybe even powder coat them bronze. We'll kind of see what goes nice with it. So we'll keep you guys updated as we go along and show you guys the process.